It is the top of the hour. You're watching NewsNation Rush Hour. I'm Nichole Berlie. We do begin with a new Illinois state law getting a lot of attention. Come January 1st, Illinois will become the first state in the country to end cash bail. A major win for supporters of criminal justice reform, but doing so means hundreds of incarcerated men and women will be let out. Critics say they're concerned, likening it to the purge. So we are diving into the issue right now. We start with investigative correspondent Rich McHugh, who joins us live. Rich.
Good evening, Nicole. This is quite the issue, controversial issue in Illinois. Other states have tried to have passed similar reforms trying to curtail cash bail, New York and New Jersey, two among them. But Illinois is taking this a step further and trying to eliminate cash bail entirely.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding.
Mayor Keith Pacow of Orland Park, just outside of Chicago, is one of the many voices in Illinois railing against criminal justice reforms, the SAFE-T Act, set to take effect on January 1st.
This is a massive threat to the residents of Orland Park, Cook County, and Illinois.
The new law will restrict which crimes a person could be arrested for, will do away with the cash bail system, and ultimately means that suspects charged with 12 crimes, even some felonies, including second-degree murder, arson, aggravated battery, can be released without bail. This will make Illinois the first state in the nation to end the cash bail system.
Is hereby declared passed.
The Illinois Legislative Black Caucus pushed the legislation in response to the killing of George Floyd. The ACLU says this move restores the presumption of innocence.
People charged with crimes are supposed to be presumed innocent until they're proven guilty. But today, under our current system, that presumption is turned on its head because people who are accused of a crime are held in jail oftentimes simply because they can't afford to pay a certain amount of money.
J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, in February 2021, signed it into law.
Transformative step forward in Illinois' effort to lead the country in dismantling systemic racism.
The law passed in Illinois does not give judges the ability to detain violent individuals in many categories of offenses. That creates a threat to public safety.
Republican State Senator John Curran has called to repeal the law.
Senator, does this bill do anything to dismantle systemic racism, in your opinion?
No.
Why?
There's no racial component in this bill. So what this bill does is creates a catch and release system. And we know there are neighborhoods that suffer the most from systemic violent crime are minority communities that are going to have individuals released and back committing more crimes in those neighborhoods at a higher rate under this bill. I fail to see how that is addressing racism. In fact, that is going to place minority communities at greater risk than they currently are.
This new law comes as crime is skyrocketing in the state's largest city. Chicago has seen a 38% increase in overall crime this year over 2021. And the number of officers patrolling the city's often dangerous streets down roughly 1,000 officers. Citing burnout, low pay, and long hours, many officers are retiring or resigning. Law enforcement around the state have railed against removing cash bail from the start.
I believe that they eliminate that, it is going to make our communities less safe, and we're going to see a spike in every reportable crime.
Now, it's important to note, Nicole, that this strips most discretion from judges in these cases, but pretrial release can still, I'm going to quote from the actual law, pretrial release can still be denied when, quote, a defendant poses a specific, real, and present threat to any person or the community. So it looks like judges will have some discretion.
All right, so the judges will still have discretion. Okay, Rich, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.